going on, everyone? We're back with another one. And this time we're going to look at the career of Lionel Messi. Yes, the illustrious career of Lionel Messi. And this is supposed to be the GOAT. And we're going to learn about him. But first, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so y'all can, be in tune with my journey of learning about international football. See how I didn't call it soccer? See how I didn't call it soccer? Being American, I didn't call it soccer. I'm learning. And y'all can watch it from the beginning. We only a week in. We only a few videos in. So you can watch it from the beginning. You can binge watch my content of me learning the rules, regulations, the teams, all the leagues, what type of trophies, all of that. I've been learning everything. And then, we actually just dropped a video today of the corruption of FIFA. Because y'all told me FIFA was very, very corrupt. And I'm like, let me look into it. And I was like, oh, that might be my longest video yet because I was shocked. I was very shocked. But without further ado, man, let's get to the career of Messi. Y'all told me y'all wanted me to learn the greatness of Messi. So here we are. Any type of questions that I have, just answer them in the comments. And I will pin your comment if it's the best answer to any type of question that I have. And whatever player you want me to look up and discover, comment. Let me know. Let me know who I should look into. Who's your best players. So here we go.
Isn't what you think it is.
A shout out goes on that that's the video I'm reacting to and watching to learn about this.
He's the GOAT now, but what if I told you that years back, he should have never even made it? From the accident that almost killed him to his record-breaking moment as a pro. This is the story of how Messi made it to the top.
All right, man, we gonna see.
And I've got to start from the beginning.
How tall is Messi? You look like you're like 5'6".
Where Messi was lucky to still be alive in the first place. Messi was born on June 24th, 1987.
Okay.
And his birth story wasn't anything to write home about. His parents, Jorge and Celia, were so poor that sometimes even getting what to eat was a problem. Leo was
Once again, like I've been saying, everyone, of why U.S. soccer sucks is because they made it a rich person's sport. The thing that all the greats have in common is they come from the trenches. They come from poverty. So it's like I either got to be the greatest or I know I'm going back to being poor and being impoverished. That's why you have GOATs. That's why you have people that become the greatest, because they usually come from hard backgrounds. Okay? But that's the reason our U.S. soccer team sucks, because they priced out everyone that will be considered the dogs, the people that come from nothing. That's either, hey, I gotta play, or it's a wrap, I'm going back to eating noodles. They priced them out. That's why we suck. We got nothing but a whole bunch of rich kids running around that's trash. They don't got no dog in them, and you can easily break them because of that, because they don't have that hard background. And as we see with Messi, they said they barely even had enough to eat. Come on.
Was the last of the Messi kids, having older brothers named Rodrigo and Matias, and a younger sister named Maria. Despite the challenges they faced growing up, Messi didn't let it bother him, because if there was one place he knew he could escape all that, it was his favorite sport, football. As a young kid, Messi fell in love with the game, but because of how small he was, he found it hard to join his neighborhood youth team, until the day Grandma Cecilia got involved, and everything changed. The local team was having a match, and as usual, everyone around turned up to see this one, including the Messis, the entire family, with the team losing.
So that was already, Granny came through. That usually happens anytime your first love of any sport that you play, usually Granny come through, and you know what I mean, she bring you through like, hey, do you like this? And you're like, yeah, Granny. And then that's usually the motivation that you get. Because, Granny a little older. So once you playing the sport and then, Granny may pass away. Now you turning it up. Now you have a purpose. You're doing it in the name of Granny because Granny done put you on. So that's also another motivating factor outside of poverty is Granny helping you.
1-0, Messi's grandma came in at halftime and insisted that the coach put him in. And as soon as he did, the rest became history. Messi became so good that Grandma Cecilia had been able to convince his parents to save up and get him a pair of boots so he could join the neighborhood team. And at 11, Messi had become so good that the Newell Old Boys came calling. But you see, guys,
Well, who's that? Who can somebody please tell me what the NOB is? The Newell Old Boys? What is that? That's like a local soccer team. That's like a local club or something that's low tier. Can somebody let me know the history behind that?
Just when it looked like Messi's career was on the up, he suffered the first big heartbreak of his life. Grandma Cecilia was dead. This one almost broke Messi down, and unfortunately for Leo, there was more bad news to come. 2 years later, now 13, Messi's parents realized he wasn't growing like the other kids his age. He was under 5 feet, and they became so worried that they took him to the doctors, and that's when they found out the terrible news. Leo has growth hormone disease. This one came as a complete shock.
So I knew I wasn't tripping when I said, yo, is he short? Because, you know, you look, he got like, his proportions look like he's a, you know, short person. I don't want to say necessarily a dwarf, but his head's a little large. And he looks like when I finally watched him play, I like, oh, he looked like almost like a kid running around. But that's also his advantage because he has smaller limbs. By him having smaller limbs, he can make quicker moves. He can make moves that, like, somebody that has longer legs, they're not going to be able to get to that move as fast as he would. So that actually, him being short is an advantage. So Messi being short is an advantage. Not with long distance running, you know, somebody be able to gain on him and catch him. But I also see from his style of play that he kind of plays like one half of the field from what I've seen. I don't know. I have not watched his career. I don't know. But from what I've seen recently is that I see him play one half of the field. What can you do with somebody that small in that tight of a space? You can't do nothing with him. That's like Allen Iverson. He could put you in the phone booth, do you greasy. It's like Allen Iverson cross you over and get you in a tight space because he's small and be able to exploit that because you're a big person. So I get it now. Messi being short is his superpower. That's nice. That's good for him.
There was hope because, according to the doctors, there were injections Messi could take to cure his disease. But the cost of these injections was so expensive, Messi and his parents couldn't afford that. At the time, Messi had started attracting interest from some top clubs in Europe, so Messi's parents reached out to them for help, but they all bailed out on him. Until one club came through and saved Messi's life: Barcelona. They were so convinced.
That's my team, y'all. If y'all ain't know, for the people that's been watching my journey, FC Barcelona. Yeah, we there. And the crazy thing about it is, before I joined FC Barcelona, because remember, I did not know anything about this sport prior. I said, man, I'm going to just pick a team, whatever. I found out, oh, okay, Messi was a part of them. And I also found out that with Lamine Yamal is the reason why I like, okay, let me mess with FC Barcelona. And then kind of find out, oh, Messi, that's what made him? Okay.
Convinced by Messi's talent that they were willing to take up treating Messi and helping him grow, if, in return, Messi would have to sign for the Barcelona La Masia Academy. The deal was a no-brainer, of course. Messi took it. In a couple of days, Messi was all packed for Barcelona. But just before he hit the plane to leave, he still had time for one more goodbye. At the time, even though he didn't know it, Messi had found the love of his life, Antonella Rocuzzo. She was the cousin of his teammate at Newell Old Boys, Lucas Scalia, and after meeting for the first time, it was love at first.
So don't get mad at me. Lucas Scalia still play? He a professional? You put him on with their teammates?
First sight, Messi made Antonella a promise to come back to her. And just like that, he was off to Barcelona to sign the contract that would kickstart his career. They'd saved Messi's life, and he was all set to become a Barcelona product. At La Masia, in a couple of weeks, the coaches had noticed Messi's talent and knew he was destined for greatness. The year was 2003, and now 16, Messi was part of the Barcelona team, taking on preseason tour. And on November 16th, Messi for the first time put on that iconic Barcelona kit in front of the entire world.
Okay, so now I have a question. So we call them outfits. We call them uniforms. So they're called kits. Is that what it's called? They're called kits? This is like the fifth time I've seen that type of terminology. Also, I've seen ultras. What are ultras? So is the ultra considered like a super fan? I told you I'm asking questions because I don't know. So when I saw the term kit, which I'm assuming are uniforms, and ultras, what I'm assuming are like super fans, not to be mistaken with hooligans, but ultras are basically like super fans. Am I correct? Let me know in the comments.
Debut done. Now, it was about easing him into the first team, and in the 2004-05 season, Messi saw his game time increased in the home game against Albacete with a few matches to the end of the season. Messi finally set the Nou Camp on fire. He scored his first goal, and peep who got the assist, Ronaldinho. He had taken up a special bond with Messi and had started acting like his
Oh, so FC Barcelona, they just producing just legends all the way through and through. It seems like they have not missed a generation of producing some type of legend.
And learning from a guy like that only helped Messi improve his game until Pep Guardiola came along and changed everything. The 2008-09 season, Messi had now transformed from being that kid with loads of talent to being on the edge of becoming a superstar. But it was clear he was just missing one final piece. He made his debut for Argentina, won the Under-20 World Cup and Olympic gold months back, and even better, on a personal level, he now had Antonella living with him. Yeah, he'd gone back for her and made her his partner.
Real. He real for that. He really said, I'm going to come back, I'm going to come get my love, and he came back and made that happen. Messi a real person for that.
The 2008-09 season was going to be special for Messi because, with Ronaldinho gone, the club decided to upgrade his jersey number from 19 to the iconic 10. Pep brought a new system that made Messi central to the team's style of play, and the results...
So, for FC Barcelona, what is the significance of the number 10? As I've been seeing I've seen that even with Ronaldo, with the team that he joined, they gave him the number 7 and said, well, that's a special number. That's basically for the team captain, the best player on the team. So I'm seeing that's a trend for, you know, every team or soccer club. Because somebody told me not to call it a franchise or a team. They say call it a club. What is the significance of the number? Like when they say, hey, we bestow you with this number, is it like just a previous Legends number? And then it's basically like, hey, since you're the best person on the team, this is the number that you got to wear, and we run it like that. Is that the significance of the numbers? Does every single team have that?
Barcelona won the treble, with the highlight being that Messi header in the Champions League final. That season, in 38 games, Messi bagged a staggering 38 goals and 19 assists in all competitions. And this form was enough to get him crowned as the best player in the world, the Ballon d'Or. In 2010, Messi continued in the same fashion, winning the Ballon d'Or again. Not quite at the same level as a team, but on a personal level, Messi's numbers were up. This time with 47 goals and 12 assists. And
like I said, man, this is Allen Iverson's numbers. This is what this is.
53 games, and in 2011, he made it a hat trick of Ballon d'Ors, this time finally hitting the 50-goal mark for Barcelona, with 53 goals and 27 assists in all competitions, and going too clear of his new rival. At the time, the Messi and Ronaldo rivalry was just starting to heat up. Ronaldo had transferred to Real Madrid a season back, and
so I guess y'all want to hear something about like English pronunciation, American English? Like how he said Real Madrid, we say Real Madrid. It's pronounced real in America. Like we'll say real. But y'all tend to, you could tell other people from different countries from different countries, they had different pronunciations of like the same word, as opposed of a different language of the same word. We talk about different pronunciations of the same word that we can simultaneously read in English. And he said real, but we would say real. That's a nice little interesting thing when it comes to that.
Clásico was now as heated as ever. 3 Ballon d'Ors. Surely there was no way he was going to add a 4th, right? I mean, he couldn't. He just absolutely could not do it. Of course he did. He's Messi. 2012 was a special year for Messi because towards the end of it, he broke Gerd Muller's long-standing record for having the most goals in a calendar, hitting 91 goals in 2012. He had more goals than the Champions League winners that year. 2012 was also the year Messi had his first kid, Thiago, meaning that scrawny tiny kid all those years back was now a dad. But after 2012, with the exit of Pep Guardiola, Messi and Barcelona struggled. Ronaldo...
I was literally about to say, I was like, they had to have been struggling for for them to talk about they're going to change the coach no matter if they had Messi or not.
Won the Ballon d'Or twice in 2013 and 2014 to reduce the gap to 2. And 2014 must have been a pretty low year for Messi. Because of the international scene, he came within inches of winning the ultimate one, but watched it slip away. Despite winning the World Cup Golden Ball as the competition's best player, Messi and his Argentina team lost the final to Germany. The international disappointment didn't end there.
They won it last time and they're in the finals now. And they're going head to head with supposedly the new Messi, Lamine Yamal. So by the time you will see this video, the World Cup finals have already happened. The World Cup finals is actually right now when at the time I'm recording, it's actually tomorrow. But by the time this will come out, it'll probably already happened like a few days ago. And we're going to see the kid that he took a picture with as a baby was washing him up, Lamine Yamal, and they're going to go head to head. So are we going to see some type of passing of the torch? Will Lamine Yamal be able to finally, because I'm not going to lie, he hasn't been too good this World Cup for it to be his first World Cup. I'm not going to lie, he seems like he's injured, but will he be able to show up under the bright lights and show, hey, I'm the new one, I'm the new GOAT, I'm the next level, I'm the next generation? We gonna see.
2015 and 2016, he lost back-to-back Copa America finals, leading to many people calling him cursed and saying he never matched up to Maradona. Despite extending the Ballon d'Or gap between him and Ronaldo to 2 again, after winning it in 2015, another treble year, it started going downhill for Messi and Barca in the big one, European football. In 2016, a quarterfinal exit. In 2017, another quarterfinal exit.
So they were taking L's in the Champions League. God damn. Oh man, but that's usually what happens, man. When you the GOAT, he's having a LeBron. Like when you the GOAT and you start dominating, and then you go on that crazy run, start winning championship after championship and all that, and then next you know you just start having down years, and then you get traded and all of that, and then right towards the end of the career you come back and shine. You go for one last hurrah, and then you come back and shine, and then you go out on your shield. And that's what's happening with Messi.
2018, the same thing. And in 2019, with Messi as club captain, they finally made it to the semifinals. But once again, another exit. 2020 was a particularly low year for Messi. His idol Maradona died. And in the Champions League, well, this happened. But by 2021, things were about to go on the up. Because after 28 years in the home of their biggest rivals, Messi and Argentina finally did it. He'd finally won something with the national team. Looking at it now, it's funny how it works. A few weeks back, Messi was the happiest man alive. Fast forward to the middle of August, and he was in tears. Barcelona was in a financial mess, and what this meant...
Okay, that's a lot just happened just now. So, how hard is international play? Because this is twice now that I'm going through actual player profiles that I have seen that Ronaldo and now Messi can't win nothing with these international teams. Can't win nothing. And how hard is it? That's what I want to know. Like, what is the difficulty? That's like automatically 100 out of 10. Like, it's just like, it doesn't even matter if you're the greatest individual player of the world. It's just, man, this is team play. This is the best in the world right now. That's everybody. It's going to take more than just you. And seeing, I guess, how difficult this is, and seeing what's happening with that Ronaldo, he finally this year scored his first knockout goal, which is crazy. And then Messi, they won it the last time, but it took for them to keep getting knocked out and him not even making the semifinals and all of this type of stuff going on for him to finally win it the last time. How hard is it? So does that scream to Mbappe being great? Is Mbappe the national team legend? Is he the one that's like great with national play? Because so far as I've been going through this, I have not been hearing anything about Mbappe being like, you know, like crazy with the leagues. I have not heard that yet, but we're going to also review his career too. But I've been hearing about him on national play because for me being American, how we're brought Mbappe is through the international team. We're not brought him to whoever. I don't know who Mbappe even plays for at all with his regular club team. I don't know who he plays for at all. We only know him as, oh, that's the dude that played for France. The Ninja Turtle, that's what they call him, the Ninja Turtle out here. The Ninja Turtle that plays for France. That's what we know him, or quote unquote the dictator. So, does he have a great We're gonna find that out about his international resume.
Was that the club couldn't afford to pay Messi's fees.
And how do teams go broke is insane.
So they had to do the unthinkable and had to let him go for free. 778 games for the club, 672 goals, 303 assists, 6 Ballon d'Ors, 10 La Ligas, and 4 Champions League wins. The list of his awards at the club that saved his life was incredible. Still, Messi's the ultimate pro, so he packed his bags, went to Paris, and the following year, he made history again. The 2022 World Cup, and Messi had publicly announced that this was going to be his last. Together, the team decided to rally around him, giving him one final push.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know if this AI, but he looks like he's AI. Like, he looks fake, but it's like the presentation that I've been seeing from the World Cup. Like, it looks fake. Like, it looks like almost like it's a movie. Like, they have great broadcasting.
And on a historic night in Lusail, after getting to a chaotic 3-3 final against France, Gonzalo Montiel made sure Messi would go down as the undisputed GOAT. It really was that, Grandma. Messi had done it. World champion at last.
I told you, man, about them grannies, man.
Fortunately, Messi's time at PSG wasn't what he thought it'd be, because even though he'd won the league and French Cup twice, they got knocked out of the Champions League in the round of 16 twice. And with that, Messi decided his European adventure was over. So he packed his bags again, and this time he was on a plane to Miami. Inter Miami, Messi's new home.
So now when it comes to Inter Miami, so this is why Americans are being, that was a smart play by David Beckham and everybody. This is why Americans are now interested into international football, because of Messi coming to play for Inter Miami. And as America, you know, we have deep pockets. So we paid him a lot of money because we didn't want him to go over play with the Saudi leagues that were paying Ronaldo $200 million a year. So we like, hey, we got it, what you need. So with the help of David Beckham, we got him over to Inter Miami. We gave them some power and like, hey, come on. Because now we understand that this international sport is bringing in big money in deep pockets, because of you can multi-purpose these big stadiums that we have. We have these NFL stadiums that we only use for mega pop stars outside of NFL. And we only got but 5 mega pop stars, and they don't tour like that anyway. So there's really not that much use out of these stadiums. And now that we see, oh, what? We can use international football. We could pack these stadiums out all the time. Because the stadiums down here, down south, they use them for football. They use them for international football. Especially with the Falcons play in Atlanta, they have a big following for their soccer team. It's crazy. So they understand, oh, we can make basically double the money. Oh, let's go.
With 726 goals and 346 assists in 894 matches, Messi's undoubtedly the best. And these days, he'd rather just chill with his kids, play with his new teammates stateside, or, you know, drink and watch.
Yeah, they got him in Miami, man. One of the best cities in the United States. He's good. Well, I'm sorry to the chat. I know you said hi, you said hey. I know I wasn't responding to the chat because I can't see my chat. I didn't have my chat up. So I'm sorry if you were trying to speak to me and then I didn't see, but I can see you now. Hey, how you doing? But shout out to everyone that actually views my videos. Like I said, like and subscribe. I appreciate you for following me on this journey so far. We are on our 2nd week of learning international football, so I definitely appreciate everyone. Y'all be easy. I'll catch you on the next one. And also subscribe to my YouTube.